Thank you, Romeo. Look at this crowd! They're going to need bigger camps! Guys, my name is Alan Hashan. I'm just an average person like all of you. I stopped doing what I was doing, which was looking after my business, and went out with a news reporter from Channel 7 News, an ex-news reporter, Rita Risk. We reported on adverse reactions. They're rare, according to the government. They're not rare, they're just rarely reported. When we started the series, we got up to 1 million views in 1 week. We made international presence. Our voiceless victims were part of a Facebook group initially, before it was shut down by Facebook for censoring. How can you make informed consent when you can't even get access to the information? Our series put a big spotlight on us. We're living in the year of coincidences. The coincidences of fit and healthy athletes dropping dead. We're up to 100 so far and people are still asleep. Our voiceless victims of Our Voices Matter. When they went to the doctor, Michelle, 19 years of age, when they said to her, the vaccine is not related. You're disabled because your parents don't love you and you're doing this for attention. If you have not seen our series, there's a QR code on these signs. You'll see them out the back by the fountain. Scan them. Watch the series. Watch the lies and the deception. I have the honour of bringing Cathy on stage. Cathy's mum suffers dementia like my mum, and I know what that feels like. The moment they gave her the jab, she went paralysed, could not move. And Cathy's father was over her motionless body saying, "It's okay, Bella, don't cry." My heart shattered. And anytime you're thinking these vaccine injuries are rare, think again. I would like you to all welcome Cathy on stage to tell her story.
You know, I'm just a regular Aussie just like you, but I come from an Italian family, so lucky they gave me a few minutes to talk. This is my mum's death certificate. 23 days after she got the first jab, she died. She's one of our victims. My mum is one of those women that they call collateral damage in this evil plan that we are part of right now, each and every single one of us. And at the very beginning, I started to think, hang on a sec, this can't be from the jab. I was kind of going in denial. You know, that psychological thing that we as humans do, stick our head in the sand because we actually are too scared of what the truth actually is. But when I got this in the mail from my dad, and it states immunisation as her cause of death, I thought, wow, confirmed what I thought. So I wrote to our Prime Minister, Mr. Scott Morrison, it's okay. We need to pray for this man. We need to pray for his conversion of his soul, his darkened soul, so that he transfers to love, because we have a God who loves us. We have an Almighty Father, a Divine Father who loves us. So we are about love today. We must forgive. We must be merciful. We must love unconditionally. I rang to Scott Morrison and he sent me a letter in a nice gold foiled envelope. And I thought, this is a bit special. And Mrs. Scott Morrison, in his apology letter, said he was sorry to hear about Mum's death, And in his letter, he says that vaccine passports will not be made mandatory, will not be made compulsory. My personal letter. Now, the reason I bring this up is because I want to talk about the white elephant in the room, where most people are not bold and brave enough and courageous enough to stand up for what is really happening on a global level. This is not about medical issue at all. These are not medical passports, that little green tick that you have on your phone, and we respect you. Whether you choose to be vaccinated or not, it's irrelevant. This plan is for each and every single one of us. This is a data passport. I've been following this agenda for 18 years now when I was first made aware of this agenda, and I wanted to bury my head in the sand. But I'm seeing these theories unravel year upon year upon year. And this agenda does not have you in the best interest at all. Not me, not you. This agenda, and it's interesting because I used to think, there are a bunch of conspiracy theorists, but what I've learned in my experience this last 18 years is that the difference between a theory, a conspiracy theory, and when it becomes a fact is about 4 to 6 to 12 months. That's the difference. So I want to stand here to you today and just share with you that this is not about medical at all. This is about a financial reset, because the financial currency is failing. Like everyone before us, there is a drive to get everybody vaccinated, because why would we need a passport? This is a financial decision from a global few. And history shows us that with every financial crisis, the debt has been reset to zero. This is why money is being printed and not banked against gold and silver. So in order to bring a central bank digital currency in, the end game is totalitarian control. Can't even say that word, but it's not good. So hence, the digital ID passports for everybody is a social credit system and a carbon credit system. We lose our privacy if we do this, and they will have total control over all of our finances and every aspect of our lives. They will dictate where you spend. They will dictate they will dictate, and they will fine you at will. It's about complete control. And when you link that to a social credit system concept, they can sanction or reward you, a little bit like a beer in the pub or a picnic on the rug with your mates. This is already being trialled in China, and you'll go from a AAA rating to a D. A AAA rating is a preference for jobs, your children for schools, and they can demote you to a D rating where they can take your qualifications off you. This is already happening in northern China, and it's coming for us. We're very close to this because of compliance, and they need everybody to buy into this. Now they're going to go down with starting to, get rid of the vulnerable, and now they're going for our children, and they need our children because they need data from the children to watch them and to control every single person. So all we need to do as Australians, as I wrap up, I told you I was Italian, I need a few more minutes. I'm going to wrap up now. They're coming for our children. Not for vaccination, that's just the next step in their plan. We don't need to be like our Anzacs where we lay our lives on the line for freedom. All we need to do is one word. Say no. No more. It is the most powerful word in the world, because when you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. And together, we are stronger, we make a difference, and you are loved. So for my mum, who I know is looking down on us from heaven today, God bless each and every single one of you. I pray for you every day.